call me.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Song 43, a podcast for those of you looking to get a deeper look at how this creator creates while being a mom, working full-time, and doing all the things. Last week, I came to you on the eve of Thanksgiving, and Thanksgiving was excellent this year. Very relaxed, very delicious, and very wonderful, put on by my sister, who is a fantastic host and chef. So check in the box there, because that was awesome. And then we went skiing the following weekend. So this past weekend at Jay Peak with our friends, the Fantarellas, and it was amazing. It was like a great kind of intro to skiing. The conditions were, of course, not great because it's, still November, but it was freezing up there. So that felt perfect. And we had great meals and great times, and our kids got along. So, what an awesome way to have a nice long weekend. And so now it's back at it, back to the grind and into the holiday prep mode. And I had said last week that I was hoping to get some creativity going and maybe work on some projects there with music. Yep, that didn't happen at all. Not even a little bit. So now I'm in holiday mode. I'm in hoping to get creativity mode. All the things. All the things. But it's a fun time of year. And I love it. And I try to savor each little bit of it, because as I get older, it just goes faster and faster. I don't know if you can relate to that at all. And the girls are really into it this year. So the second we got home from our trip to Jay, we got back on Sunday night around, 5 o'clock. They ran down to the basement, pulled out all the Christmas decorations, put away all the Thanksgiving decorations, and just decorated the place. And it was the coolest thing. This is the first time that's happened. To have that be on their time and with their spirit, and they just dove in and had all their traditions, and Ellie insisted that White Christmas be on because we always watch White Christmas when we decorate, which I don't know how accurate that is. I'm always watching some kind of Christmas movie when we decorate, but that was her choice, much to Blake's annoyance, because Blake hates White Christmas apparently, which is sad. So yeah, the house is trimmed. We don't have a tree yet, but that'll be a project for this weekend in between double-decker caroling gigs. So, yep, I'll be dressed in crazy carol wear on Saturday and Sunday, singing around the shops at Yale. If anyone's in the New Haven area and wants to get into the holiday spirit or just chuckle, come by and see me. Audubon Saturday, shops at Yale Sunday. Woohoo! What could be more fun than that? Several things, but it's good. It's good. So that's what's going on here in terms of just getting things ready, and the ultimate task that always happens every year of determining what the girls want, what they need, and what we're going to get that is not on their list. That's an Eric thing. He likes to go off piste, as we say, and not get them everything that they ask for, but find something that's a surprise, which is neat. So that's in the works, and it's coming together nicely. And I'm looking forward to having a season where we can just kind of catch our breath and enjoy all of our friends and our family and, ring in the season and savor it, because it really is such a cool time of year. I never really realized how much I loved it until I had kids, but, watching their enjoyment, it's just so freaking cool. So yeah, so that's what I'm kind of thinking of right now, mindset wise. But it just keeps nagging at me, the fact that I have not released any music. And so the other day, my friend Mandy, who is the coolest, started listening to the pod. So if you're listening, Mandy, what's up? And she said, I love the intro song. So how do I download it? And this has been a recurring theme in my creative life. I release songs, or I'll do demos of songs and then not release them for sale or put them on Spotify or anything. That's my song Oak Tree, which several people have asked for. And I have a recording of it, but I'm not happy with it. And every time I listen to it, it just sounds too harsh. Anyway, Mandy asked me for a recording of that. So I emailed it to her and I was like, you know what? This mix is not that far off. Now, if Mark heard it, he would want to tinker with it for the next 16 years, but I might just say F it and put it out there this month because I love it. And the song's called Honey. It's at the top and often bottom of every podcast episode. And I wrote it during the Ryan Tedder course and I shared it on the podcast as I was writing it. And, I really want to get it out there because it's super fun and catchy and jammy. So hopefully I can do that this month. But, let's be realistic, maybe next month. Hashtag goals. Are we always just working towards goalposts that are completely unattainable? Are we setting goals that are too high for ourselves? Is it good to set goals that are too high for ourselves? That's kind of where I live, in a perpetual state of overcommitting and over goal setting, but I don't flippin' know. So maybe I can get that song out and about and into the world. What else is happening in your worlds? Have you been planning and prepping for the holidays already? I mean, here it is. It's November, 28th, and I'm already like, well, Christmas is tomorrow, because I swear I'm going to blink and it's going to be like, crap, it's December 24th and I have 15 more things to get. No matter how many times I try to get ahead of it, and I do have a few gifts already. I always eventually find myself running here and there and, feeling stressed and strapped and financially like, blah, what did I just spend money on? So I'm trying not to do that this year. I'm trying to be responsible, conscious, and I always like to shop locally. So that's what I'm hoping to continue that tradition this year. I have several gifts in my mind that I'm already sorting out and places where I'm going to get them from. So that's fun. So I'm hoping to dive into that, over the next 2 weeks and get a good chunk taken care of. But I'm excited to start shopping. I love giving gifts. I have so much fun with it. And I love, thinking about what's going to be the most fun thing for somebody to get, or what's going to be something that they talked about earlier in the year that they think nobody heard. And so, I've been listening, people. I've been listening. So I'll get that knocked out. Trying to think of everything else that's going on. Not a ton to report, but on the health front, knock on wood, the plague has left the building. Thank God. It was touch and go there. We had Blake test positive for strep, Ellie and Eric both negative, thank God. So, I don't recommend it. 0 out of 5 stars for strep throat. Haven't had it in 20 years. Holy crap, it kicked my ass. But we're past it. We'll see what adventure and challenge next awaits the Davidson family, because we have not been without them this fall, that's for sure. In fact, I'm about to cough. Delightful. Turns out when you talk to yourself for 8 minutes straight, your voice needs a little bit of water. So we're healthy. We're gearing up for the holidays. I'm working on music. I am telling myself that I have to get a song out because it's time. It's time. So let me know what you're doing. Put a note, text. I loved all the texts that I got last week. It was so cool to know that you guys are out there and you're listening and you're hearing me and you're feeling some of the strain. I mean, not that I want you to feel any strain at all, but, just to know that I'm not alone. So, keep those messages coming and tell your friends about the podcast, because it's like 10 minutes of their life where they can just say, yeah, I felt that, or, oh, I didn't know that before. And, see what you can find out there. Something cool, a little tip, because I like to try and give you some sort of information about music or creativity while we're talking to each other for, a few minutes, is this awesome service called Ecamm Live, which I've talked about before, but if you've ever considered doing live streaming, it is a fantastic solution for that, because you can record your video, record your audio, or you can stream it live and it will record it at the same time. And you can add all these cool overlays. So if you're looking to do something more produced, like a podcast that is more produced than mine, or, a live stream that has text overlays like your name or yourself and your guest in 2 different boxes and 2 different scenes, it's really, really powerful. But I use mine all the time to record videos for sure, because I can use my Stream Deck, which is this cool little piece of gear. I'm showing it if you're watching on video. It's this little thing right here, and it lets you make different scenes and use this thing as a little camera switcher. So you can just go from like the camera focusing on you, and then pull up a PowerPoint presentation if you're doing something like that, or pull up another scene that has you and a guest. Anyway, I'm not doing it justice, but if you want to check out Ecamm, it's a great place to go. And if you ever have any questions about live streaming or the tech behind it or microphones, I hope that you know that you can connect with me. And if you're my friends who are not in this industry at all and you've now gone boop and you've just totally tuned out, apologies, bringing it back. But I like to introduce some tech. And right now I'm using Descript, which I've mentioned before, and it lets me record my video and my audio just like Ecamm, but this is more for podcasting, I think, because I can then go in and delete words when I say or but or whatever. I push a button and it takes all the filler words out. And then I can also edit the video. I can fly in the theme song at the end. And so I've moved away from producing it in a DAW, a digital audio workstation, and now I'm working in Descript, and it's getting easier every week. So any questions about that, let me know. But for now, I'm going to exit the building and get back to my lunch, because I'm on my lunch break right now. And I hope that all of you have a fantastic rest of your week. And as always, thanks for listening.